Good evening, everybody. Well, that's moving very nice and have provided control servers from New York to Washington, so that's the route I'll be taking today. That's the intention anyway. I hope you'll all come join me as we fly the DC3 around the world again, this time heading westbound from JFK in New York to Ronald Reagan International, or basically the central DC. We should have a lovely approach. I don't plan on necessarily flying up the river visually, depending on what we're allowed for, but we'll have some good scenery, and we're going to be trying some new things. So if crashing or freezing occurs, I can let myself back online and just take off from the nearest airfield and resume the flight without using Vulcan. But we're trying some new textures, we're trying some new visuals. Did a test flight using different aircraft and things seem to be okay, so we'll just see what happens. If things do break, it will be my fault, not X-Plane's necessarily. That said, let's see how this goes. And we're now boarding, so go ahead and jump on. I'll give the Chateau about 5-10 minutes or so to get caught up while I read through my charts and procedures and file my flight plan. I'll be with you all very shortly. Alright folks, we're all aboard, or I think we are anyway. I've elected to play it safe and just not use Vulcan on this run. I believe we're going to have no problems though, so I hope. So here's what we're going to do next. We are going to turn on the batteries. We have ATIS, we have clearance to departure, and we have a centre. Then we have DC Centre as well, who will hopefully talk us into a nice approach for our destination KDCA. This is scheduled to be a 1 hour 40 minute flight. It'll probably be closer to 2 hours given the amount of time I'll be spending on the ground with traffic and so on like that. So let's see how this goes. But yeah, we have a notepad. I have charts on the left screen. And should probably put the chateau somewhere easily to see as well. There we go. Right, let's get the ATIS copied.
Numerous cranes operating at Kennedy. Operate transponder on mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Read Michael runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie. Kennedy Airport 8 is information Charlie 1751 Zulu. Wind 080 at 23 gust 31. Visibility 10. Ceiling 25,000 broken. Temperature 21. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3028. Approach and use ILS runway 4 right. Departing runway 4 left. Bird activity vicinity airport. Numerous cranes operating at Kennedy. Operate transponder on mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Read Michael runway hold short instructions.
Alright, so we got information Charlie there. It's going to be 4 left. Altimeter's 3028, so we're going to take that first. Okay, we're good. New York approach, Golf Delta Golf 688 with you at JFK, ready to copy clearance to depart to DCA as filed. Should put turn on channel.
Operate transponder on mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Read Michael runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have it.
New York approach, Golf to Golf 688, radio check.
I hear you loud and clear, sir.
Many thanks. And Golf Delta Golf 688 is at JFK, requesting clearance to depart to DCA as filed.
Is it Golf Delta Golf 688?
That's an A firm for Golf Delta Golf 688.
Golf Delta Golf 688, your flight plan is from Boston to Kennedy. Please take a look and refile.
My apologies, I'll double check that. Stand by.
No problem, sir.
Oh, you dicks.
I'm sorry, sir. Say call sign one more time.
Delta 262.
Here we go.
Now the 1056 heavy runway New York departure. Runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo Delta Alpha Alpha. United 1056 heavy and tune the frequency
File the correct flight plan,
119.2
that's what
for
you
a
do.
more clear communication. Okay.
And New York approach, Golf Delta Golf 688, refiled flight plan for DCA as previous.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I got your flight plan. I'll have an amendment for you shortly in text.
I'll be happy to receive it. So he's just going to give me the...
172, runway 4 left, taxi via Zulu, Romeo, Bravo, Delta, Alpha, Alpha, cross runway 29er.
Oh god, I've got just realised I'm going to have to keep the notepad handy for the taxiway instructions as well. So he's given me a reroute, which I kind of expected.
Delta 262. Ready to copy IFR to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport.
He's probably going to give me a SID that's appropriate for taking off from 4 left, because I originally just filed VOR to VOR.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I sent you a route amendment in text. Please confirm you can fly the route.
Looking for it now, stand by.
Hawaiian 50, turn right heading 190, descend maintain 8000.
So he wants me to fly the Wavy to MJ.
190 and 8000 by line 50.
And then he wants me to use the Juliet. Well, I'm afraid that's already a no-go because I'm bound to Victor's only. I'm at 8,000 feet. And he's going to give me the Deal 3 approach, which I kind of thought he would do, but that's not an amendment. He's basically just rewritten my flight plan. Right, okay, let's see what he's done to me.
Copy that. Got that?
Hawaiian 50, turn left heading 160.
Why, for some reason, I don't have the Wavy departure set, but let me just have a little look for it. Unless he's just giving me exact positions. He must be giving me an exact position. Let let me just save the existing flight plan that I originally requested.
Number 172 cleared to cross runway 29er.
New York approach, Delta 262, ready for push to start.
So what I'm basically doing is I'm typing in the approach he's just put into the charts just to see what he
Is it
thinks.
Delta 262?
Yeah, this is Delta 262.
Delta 262 heavy near departure, push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, push to start at my own discretion.
Okay, so let's see if I can do this. So he wants me to... So from 4 left, it is a right turn to Wavy, which is 18 miles off the J on radial 156. Okay, I can do that. And then again, I'm still heading 156 to Wavy is 40? No, that can't be right. And New York approach, Golf to Golf 688.
Delta 262 guard.
That's Golf Delta Golf 688.
I'm sorry?
Not Delta, it's Golf Delta Golf 688.
Golf Delta Golf 688 guard.
Taking your route plan, I'll be unable the Juliet ways. I'm a DC3, so I'd prefer Victor ways, Airways 4 to 4 if possible. I don't have any GPS guided systems in this.
New York approach, this is Delta 262, ready for taxi.
Delta 262 runway 4 left taxi, Kilo, taxi Bravo Kilo, cross runway 31 right.
Copy that, taxi to runway 4 left by Kilo Bravo.
Oh, that's not me.
It's Bravo Kilo, cross 31 right.
Roger that, Bravo Kilo, cross 4 right.
Hawaiian 50 heavy, turn right, heading 250, descend and maintain 4000.
New York approach, Delta 5329, request IFR to Memphis with information, Charlie.
This is one of the downsides of being in a DC3, you do have sometimes have to work with the controllers a little bit more. You don't just get to take whatever they're giving you.
Golf Delta Golf 688 standby. United 1056 heavy, flag heading 060, wind 090 at 12, gust 22, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 5329 cleared to Memphis International Airport, Kennedy 5 departure, radar vector Robbinsville, then is filed. Climb via seat, maintain 5000, expect flight level 380, 10 winds after departure. Departure on this frequency is Squawk 1051.
Clear to Memphis via the Kennedy 5 departure, Columbia Sid, maintain 5000.
Maybe do Wavy Plume?
380, 10 minutes after departure, Squawk 1051, Delta 5635.
Wavy Plume.
Delta 5329, read back correct, push and start at your discretion. Expect runway 4 left for departure, advise ready for taxi.
4 left, Delta 5329.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I sent you a new route. Are you able to fly this route?
Stand by while I plot it. I think I should be able to do that.
Thank you.
I guarantee he's sending me halfway around freaking DC. It's a shorter route actually. Joins Juliet 250 in the MXE, and then he's going to give me the Clipper 2 approach, which I can do that. And New York approach, Golf to Golf 688, I can accept that route.
Okay, Golf Delta Golf Center. Hawaiian 50 heavy, turn right, heading 310, descend maintain 4000.
SID, I'm not being given a specific SID, standard instrument departure. I'm being given a kind of a custom one because he tried to send me out over the ocean in a DC3. I politely told him no, I'm not doing that because I'm in a DC3. I'd rather have myself some ground over me. So he gave me the westbound approach rather than the southern approach.
United 1056, turn right, heading 290, climb and maintain 10,000.
I'm not sure what he has given me there. He's not giving me a specific set. I think he's just going to route me. I think he's basically just going to give me vectors to get off out of his airspace. Let's get the fuck out of here. So now that we've established that.
New York approach. This is Delta 262, ready to take off 4 left.
So let me just, yeah, it's gone in the clipboard, that's fine. So routes coming up as follows. There it is in chat. I don't know what.
Hawaiian 50, descend maintain 2000.
He's still giving me a Juliet way rather than a Victor way, but
Delta 262, fly heading 100, wind
I'm not messing with him any further. He's already been pretty accommodating with me. As long as he doesn't assign me 16,000 feet, I'll be fine.
New York approach, United Nations 793 on the cargo ramp, requesting clearance please to Washington.
United Nations 793, I'll have to give you a route amendment standby. Hawaiian 50, 10 miles from AB, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain. Turn right heading 010, descend maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 4 right approach.
So my good friend Domestic sitting in the United Nations flight, so it'll be fun to have a playmate. He's going to try sending you the first way I went. It's up to you if you want to do that, Domestic, because I happen to know you're running GPS and stuff like that, but I was uncomfortable going that far away with only one VOR in the route.
I was just waiting for the inbound or the landing 737 to land so that I can line up the way on 4 left.
Number 172, I have an advice for you. When someone is talking on the frequency, some patience, let him finish and then you can talk. Otherwise, I'm not able to hear anyone. Okay, got it. Number 172, fly heading 060, wind 090 at 12, gust 22, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. Altimeter 3027. United 1056, turn right, heading 350, climb and maintain 1010,000.
And you approach, request start up at Terminal 4, Gate 25. Sorry, that's for Golf to the Golf 688.
New York approach, this is Delta 262, ready for takeoff to, 4 left.
Delta 262, fly heading 100, wind 08023, gust 31, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Copy that, runway 4 left, fly heading
This poor guy's cup is a little overfull.
United 1056, contact New York Center 125.32. Golf Delta Golf 688, I'm sorry for the delay, clear to Washington DC International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, radar vector Stubbins wilderness filed, maintain 5000, expect flight level 18010 minutes after departure. Departure on this frequency, squawk 1066.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I'll be unable, flight level 180, I'm a DC3. Request flight level 8000.
Okay. That's the minimum required for DC actually.
New York approach, American 54, passing 135,000 to.
Well, this is why I request the Victor Airways.
Maintain flight 1000 at Carmen.
American 54, New York approach, good evening, depart Camden heading 010. Expect ILS 4 right approach, Kennedy information, Charlie altimeter 3028.
After Carmen, heading 010, expect ILS 4 right, and information Charlie is on board, American 54.
150 steps in the silk line.
Hawaiian 50 heavy wind 08023, gust 31, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 150.
Number 172 to remain on this frequency. Delta 262, turn Delta 262, proceed direct Beatty, climb and maintain 17,000, resume on navigation.
Copy that, climb and maintain 17,000 feet, resume on navigation.
Delta 262, correction, climb and maintain 11,000, apologies.
Correction, climb and maintain 11,000.
American 54, descend, maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, American 54.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I'll give you a new route if you are not able to flight level 180. Just a second.
Yeah, just so you know, I can go anywhere from up to about 12,000 feet. That's about the maximum that I can do.
Roger. If you accept this route, I'll give you 8,000.
Okay.
The route is in text. Number 172, turn left heading 290, climb and maintain 10,000.
And approach. I see one for Delta Airlines 262. Can I assume that was meant for me?
And maintain 10,000. Number 172, proceed direct merit, resume own navigation, climb and maintain 10,000.
New York approach. I saw one designed for, it was sent to Delta 262. Can I assume that was actually for me, because that's a Victor Airway?
Delta 262, proceed direct Beatty. That's the first waypoint in your flight plan. Proceed direct Beatty, climb maintain 11,000.
Roger that. Clear direct to Beatty, and then climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Is that correct?
Yes, that's affirmative. And Delta 262, contact Boston Center 134.7 now.
I have no idea where he's going.
That contacting Boston Center on 134.700. Have a good day.
November 172 negative. That was not for you. You remain on this frequency for now. Direct Merit, climb maintain 10,000.
So I'm getting a different flight plan this time. Today this gentleman has learned to read the aircraft type before assigning me Juliet Airways at 18,000 feet. Yeah, his cup's a little overfilled today, Domestis, I know. Give him the heads up that you're a DC3 as well, so he's going to probably have the same problem. And approach, yeah, I saw that earlier, but that was originally addressed to Delta 262, just in case you meant that for me.
I'm sorry for that. So texting, I'm sorry. So that route was for you. Call to 688.
Yeah, I think I can make that work for you, just in case that's going to cause you problems for 262 as well.
Sure. So call to 688 finally cleared to Washington DC International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure radar vectors wavy, then the route in text. Maintain 5,000. Expect 8,010 minutes after departure. Departure on this frequency squawk 1066.
We'll expect 5,000, then 8,000, 10 minutes after departure, and squawk. Say that squawk number again.
Squawk 1066.
1066, and I have information Charlie as well.
November 172. Can you fly direct Merit? If not, just advise.
Hey, good afternoon, New York approach American 9709 Heavy with you. We're descending cross covered in at 12,250.
Call Delta Golf 688, feedback correct pushing start at your discretion. Expect runway 4 left for departure, advise ready for taxi.
We'll advise when ready for taxi. Golf to Golf 688.
United Nations 793 cleared to Washington DC International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, radar vectors wavy, then is filed, maintain 5,000, expect 8,010 minutes after departure. Departure on this frequency squawk 1044.
Cleared by the Kennedy 5 departure, 8,000 feet initially, expecting 10,000, 10 minutes after takeoff, squawk 1044.
Yeah, Domestis, I thought my route was fine as well, but apparently he disagreed.
American 54, 10 miles from AB, turn right heading 040, descend and maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 4 right approach.
That's it, let's get this party started, huh?
again.
American 54, turn right heading 040, join the localizer, descend maintain 2,000.
030 descent to 2,000 feet, stop zone on localizer, NLS runway 4 right, American 54.
New York approach American 9709 Heavy with you at 12,250 across Copperton.
American 9709 Heavy, New York approach. Depart Rober heading 260, expect ILS 4 right. Descend maintain 9,000. Information Charlie, altimeter 3028.
We'll depart Rober heading 260 down to 9,000 for ILS approach 4 right, and we've got Charlie.
Oh, not this shit. I hate it when it does
Number
this.
172, turn left heading 040.
Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
Number 172, turn left heading 040. American 54, wind 0023, gust 31, runway 4 right, left land.
Left line runway for right, 754.
I'm just going to start with the engines running and hope for the best because I should be having them running. That's not fair.
152, requesting the first 1 left and 10.
Okay.
New York approach, United Nations 793, ready for push and start at the cargo ramp.
New York approach, Golf Delta Golf 688, also ready to taxi.
Golf Delta Golf 688, squawk mode Charlie, then taxi to runway 4 left, via right Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 left.
Squawking mode Charlie now via Alpha Kilo and then turn right onto. Didn't copy the last.
November 172, did you fix your problem, sir? Can you fly direct merit or at least heading 040? Acha. Golf Delta Golf 688, turn right, runway 4 left, via right Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 right.
That's Alpha Kilo and crossing runway 31 right.
Number 2 Romeo Fox to New York approach.
Number 2 Romeo Fox,
45 miles northeast of the Bridgeport Airport, requesting the about Bridgeport.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Roger. Proceed on course and I'll give you altimeter and the runway in a minute.
New York departure, United Station 793, ready for push and start at the cargo stand.
Who called for push and start, I'm sorry?
United Nations 793, and ready for taxi.
United Nations 793, runway 4 left, taxi via Charlie, Delta Bravo, Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 right, hold short, runway 31 left.
Taxi to runway 4 left by Charlie, Delta, Bravo, Alpha, Kilo, cross 31 right, hold short, 31 left. United Nations 793.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, expect runway 24 at Bridgeport, Bridgeport altimeter 3028. Delta 461 cross runway 31 left.
Cross runway to 1 left.
New York approach, Delta 995 heavy. Descending through 17.5 inbound.
Delta 995 heavy, New York approach. Departed Rover heading 260, expect ILS 4 right. Information Charlie, altimeter 3028.
Fly heading 260, vector 24 right, altimeter 3028, Delta 995 heavy.
Delta 995 heavy, heading 260 after Rover.
260 after Rover. Delta 995 heavy.
Probably going to spend more time taxiing than I will actually flying at this rate.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, descent maintain 2000.
New York approach, American 9709's V-body just literally shut down, so we're back with you now.
American 9709, I still don't see you, sir. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I'm sitting here in VR and all of a sudden I'm not hearing anybody talking. I'm like, what's going on?
American 9709, I still don't see you, sir.
You don't see me, Delta 995 heavy?
Delta 995 heavy, I see you. Number 172, did you fix your problem, sir?
New York approach American 9709, do you see me now? I'm actually probably the airport's at my 3 o'clock.
12 o'clock, did you say? What's your altitude? I don't see you anywhere. There's something wrong.
You're talking American 9709?
Yes, American 9709.
Try giving him a new squawk.
I don't see him at all. Nowhere in the not in the list, not on the radar, nowhere. Did you change your call sign? Number 172, it seems you are back. Proceed direct merit, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 11,000 SAP.
New York approach, Golf to Golf crossing 31 left for Kilo.
Roger.
American 54 has crossed runway 22 right.
American 54, American 54, welcome to Kennedy taxi with Ramfi Alpha.
And American 9709, how's the hell now?
I see you now, sir. American 9709, radar contact, turn left heading 130, descent maintain 4000, rate speed 210.
That's 4000, we're slow to 210 for American 9709.
Taxi via Alpha, say again, stand.
Radar 995, descent maintain 9000.
Maintain 9,000. That's 995.
Number 172, contact New York Center 125.32. American 9709, descent maintain 4000.
And we're down to 4000, American 9709 heavy.
Golf 688, fly heading 100, wind 080 at 23, gust 31, runway 4 left cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Golf Delta Golf 688, thank you.
Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, fly straight in runway 24, Bridgeport altimeter 3028.
Richard, we have Bravo at Bridgeport and it's saying which quantity is there at the issue. It's a runway 110. We landed 241. We landed with airplane KJFK runway 11 at Bridgeport.
Roger. Join midfield, left downwind, runway 11.
Approach good. Afternoon, JetBlue 751 request taxi to Zealand left.
JetBlue 751, runway 4 left, taxi via right Alpha Kilo, cross runway 31 left, follow the traffic coming from your left.
Taxi 04 left via Alpha Kilo, cross 31 left to Kilo, and traffic coming from left, JetBlue 751.
Radar 995, descent maintain 7000, fly heading 260.
Table wiggle is 7,000. Doesn't matter by that.
American 9709, turn left heading 310.
Oh dear.
Descent and maintain 3000.
What the fuck is this?
Left 310 down to 3000, American 9709.
That's... what the hell was that? Oh Jesus, what is going on here? Why is my trim all the way over there? That was a singularly unimpressive experience. I'm not entirely sure what that was, guys. Hey, Brim Badagaya. Something really weird happened there. It's like the aircraft just got picked up.
New York approach, United Nations 793, holding short at runway 31 left.
United Nations 793, clear to cross runway 31 left at Kilo.
Clear to cross 31 left at Kilo, United Nations 793.
American 9709, 10 miles from AB, turn right, heading 010, descend, maintain 2019 established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 4 right approach.
29 miles.
Yeah, we're right to 010 down to 2000, we're clear for the Delta approach 4 right for American 9709.
Golf Delta Golf 688, radar contacts, altitude leaving.
Will contact center and thank you for the help.
Golf Delta Golf 688, that's negative, it's altitude leaving.
Oh, will contact at 30 DME, thank you.
Next negative, I'm sorry, Golf Delta Golf 688, turn right, heading 25. Turn right heading, I'm sorry, proceed direct, wavy, climb and maintain 6,000 for now.
Climb maintain 6,000 direct for wavy, thank you.
And stay on this frequency.
We'll stay this frequency, thank you.
Villa 002 heavy, runway 4 left, taxi left, Bravo, Kilo, cross runway 31 left. Villa 995 heavy, turn left heading 220, maintain 7,000.
Left 220, maintain 7,000, Delta 995 heavy.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, wind 120 at 17 gust 24, runway 11 clear to land.
So I'm going to do the very best I can to follow wavy, but...
One clear land to Romeo Fox, and I actually think Bridgeport Tower is online. Should I contact him?
Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, contact Bridgeport Tower 120.9.
120.9 to Romeo Fox, thank you, have a day.
United Nations 793, fly heading 100, 110 at 18 gust 29, runway 4 left, takeoff.
Clear takeoff for left, United Nations 793.
JetBlue 751, runway 4 left, line up and wait. American 9709, wind 110 at 18 gust 29, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 4 right, American 9709 heavy.
It's preset.
November 172. Yeah. Number 172, contact New York Center 125.32, please. Save. Delta 995, turn right, heading 250, descend and maintain 3000. Delta 995, heavy, descend and maintain 3000, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210 and 3000, descend and maintain 3000, Delta 995. November 172, radio check.
Number 172, frequency 125.32, New York Center.
Poor lad.
Departure, Commuter 4945, radio taxi.
Say your call sign one more time, sir.
Has to be Commuter 4943.
Commander 4943. Okay, Commander 4943, runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo Delta Alpha Alpha.
Alright, 4 left via Bravo Delta Alpha Alpha, Commuter 4943.
Delta 995, heavy, radio check.
Okay.
Hear you. Do you hear me? Delta 995 heavy.
I hear you now. Delta 995, turn right, heading 310, descend and maintain 3000.
15 miles, and it's a total of
310.
Turn right,
8.6.
310, Delta 995
JetBlue 751, fly heading 100, wind 110 at 18 gust 29, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Head 100, clear takeoff, 4 right,
United Nations 793, turn right, heading 130, climb, maintain 6000.
Turn right, heading 130, climb, maintain 6,000 feet. United Nations 793.
Call break double 688, proceed direct wavy, climb and maintain 8000.
proceeding direct wavy, climb and maintain 8000. Golf to Golf 688.
Delta 002, heavy, cross runway 31 left.
Duck approach, Giant 2680 heavy, formation Delta 11,000, show faster knots.
Giant 2688 heavy, fly heading 040, descend maintain 4000, expect ILS for right approach.
Heading 040, descend 4000, expect ILS for right approach, Giant 2688.
Delta 995, turn right, heading 020.
Turn right, heading 020, Delta 995 heading.
Call Delta Golf 688, contact New York Center 125.32, have a great flight.
12532 for Golf to Golf 688. Have fun, take care, and don't overfill your cup too much there, buddy.
See ya.
New York Center, Golf to Golf 688 with you. 19 miles from JFK to the south.
Call to the Golf 688, New York Center, roger. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm at 6,000 looking for 8, and I'll be turning right at Plume in short order.
Golf at the Golf 688, roger. You can maintain 8,000, and you should already be direct to Wavy, correct?
Affirm, I'm direct Wavy and from Wavy to Plume.
Golf Delta Golf 688, roger. Climb maintain 8,000.
Climb maintain 8,000 for Golf Delta Golf 688, thank you.
New York Center, good afternoon. Pilatus 9391 Quebec. We're out of 7,400.
Pilatus 9391 Quebec, New York Center, good afternoon. Proceed as requested, North Altimeter 3028.
Okay, proceed as requested, and we're okay to go to 14.5.
Pilatus 91 Quebec, affirm, maintain VFR at below 4,500.
Okay, maintain VFR at or below 4,500.
Finally, getting something approaching airborne here.
Skywest 3830, you can expect ILS 4. Section 550 New York Center, you're on frequency.
New York, good evening, American. 1894, 9.3, climbing 15,000, heading 270.
So I'm not going to lie, that was one of my more stressful departures. But this is why I've chose these sites, A, to challenge me, and B, to keep them on their toes. So that was that was one flight refile, followed by 3 corrections. And
Cessna 172, just confirm you're climbing to 11.
because he kept on giving me flight vectors that would have been fine for a jet, but not so fine for someone in a DC3. This is why I always request Vector Airways.
November 172.
Unfortunately, the gentleman in question that was filing me either did not spot that or just didn't do anything with it.
November 172, no worries. Alright, 2 things here. First, check the squawk 1031 and then confirm you're climbing to 11,000 feet.
I am dropping right now. Sorry, I'm just working with my autopilot here. I think I got it to work. I'm descending back down.
Alright, November 170, you followed 11,000 as your cruise altitude. Confirm that's correct?
You're saying good evening, JetBlue 751, passing 7,000 directly.
751 New York Center, good afternoon. Call maintain audible
7 miles. I'll be passing Wavy.
Flight level 172, correct?
November 172, you followed 11,000 in your flight plan. Confirm what cruise altitude do you want today?
I put 3,000 in it.
Oh, November 172, alright. I got 11,000 there for some reason, but that's fine. Descend and maintain 3,000 and squawk 1031.
Descend and maintain 3,000, squawk 1031, 172.
Okay, we're settled in at 8,000. I'm not setting the autopilot because in a few miles I'll be doing a correction. And center Golf Delta Golf 688 passing Wavy at this time.
Golf Delta Golf 688, New York Center, go ahead.
This is why.
Golf Delta Golf 688, New York Center.
Center, Golf Delta Golf 688, go.
Golf Delta Golf 688, I'm not sure what he said there last, say again.
Just saying I just passed Wavy, and I've lost VOR with JFK, so could you give me vectors for Plume, and then from Plume just a vector to my airway.
Alright, Golf Delta Golf 688. You followed the route, you followed the flight, in the flight plan, you followed the route. Confirm you can fly that one?
Oh, I can fly that long. I didn't file this flight plan. This is the one that I was given, despite my protestations.
Oh, alright. Golf Delta Golf 688, I see. So you can fly direct to Plume, but that's as far as you can go, right? Then you need vectors?
I'm going to want vectors towards Coil if at all possible, and then I can take a reroute that way because the vectors I've been given take me out of range of VOR and I do not have GPS, so it's going to be rather difficult to get where I'm going.
Alright, Golf Delta Golf 688, I see. Stand by 1 minute, sir.
It's either that or radar vectors, and I figured you'd be a bit busy.
Yeah, no worries, sir, that's fine. I'm not sure why the controller gave you the route if you can't do it.
We were back and forth a few times. I thought this would work, and so it's part of my fault as well.
Okay, no worries, sir. November 172, contact Boston Center 134.7, good eye.
So yeah, I was routed into an area where I just don't have range of my local VOR for navigation.
November 172, contact Boston Center 134.7.
November 172, contact Boston Center 1.4.7.
Oh, disregard. Never mind.
Okay.
American 2130, contact Boston Center 134.7, good eye.
34.7, 2130, yeah.
New York Center, United Nations 793 with you, passing altitude 7,500 for 8,000, approaching Wavy.
United Nations 793, New York Center, low climb, maintain 8,000.
Climb, maintain 8,000, United Nations 793.
Exertion at 550, New York Center, do you call?
8 firm, you sent to contact me. Go ahead.
Exertion at 550, New York Center, good afternoon. Descend and maintain flight level 220.
220, exit 550.
Golf Delta Golf 688, again, turn right heading 240, vectors international.
Vectors to National, Golf Delta Golf 688, thank you very much. If you can give me vectors to Sea Isle, Sierra Indigo Echo, I should be able to resume my flight plan from there.
Golf Delta Golf 688, roger, sounds good, thanks.
And Golf Center, I believe my good friend in United Nations behind me in the DC3 is going to have a similar issue, so just for your essay.
Golf Delta Golf 688, roger, thanks. Skywest 3830, fly heading 160, vectors to funnel, descend and maintain 4,000. United Nations 793, depart Plume, heading 240, vectors to National.
Depart Plume, heading 240, United Nations 793.
Yeah, Domestis, that poor flight controller just has no understanding of anything that's not an RNAV or a GPS guided procedure, unfortunately. We must be giant pains in his ass.
New York Center, American 1561, flow 260.
But I'm heading direct to a VOR called CIL, which is 114.8, from which this flight plan happens to take me right over, and then from there I can VOR my way as needed, so it won't be that bad.
American 1894, turn 30 degrees right, vector source base.
30 degrees right, American 1894.
Yeah, I figured you'd be using your GPS, it's okay then.
November 901, Quebec, contact fully approach 128.4, good eye.
If you're using your GPS, Domestic, you're allowed to do whatever route you want to follow, basically. I was not similarly blessed today. No matter how much I tried to tell the guy. That's fine.
New York Center, hello, Commuter 4943, 4000, climbing 10,000, heading 070.
Computer 4943, New York Center, good afternoon. Proceed direct Grecki, call maintain 17,000.
Direct Grecki 17,000, Commuter 4943, thanks.
That's not the one I wanted. There we go.
American 1894, flighting 240, call maintain level 320.
Heading 240, climb 320, American 1894.
Alright, let's get the autopilot set,
Engaging autopilot.
such as it is. Go.
Skywest 3830, flighting 090. Triple 751, contact Washington Center 133.72, good eye.
What's the C for? North DC 751, factor, don't you believe?
American 1894, correct coordinates will be your Golf Victor Echo. Rest of your route remains unchanged.
Okay, you're at 2 Portos, Mill American X94, thank you.
Yeah, a few people landing at Reagan. They'll all be here before I will, probably.
American 310, you're leaving my airspace. Weather services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night.
We do have DC Center as well, so this is going to go really great.
Commuter 4943, contact Boston Center 134.7. Good night.
34-7 Boston, commuter 4943.
We also have Philly approach working tower as well, which is good because that's my divert field.
November 91, Quebec, New York Center, on frequency.
9391 Quebec, we're on frequency.
91 Quebec, contact Philly, approach 128.4.
128.4, thanks, sir.
Skyway 3830, 6 miles from JISAC, fly heading 070, just want to maintain 3,900 till established, clear ILS runway 4.
Once I pick up Waterloo VOR, because that's an actual VOR, not a VORTAC. So basically I've got access to the CIL distance but not the bearing, which is annoying. But eventually I will be in range of the Waterloo VOR, in which case from that point onwards I'll just be following VOR stations. Now, I could never have flown this without center give me flight following because and radar vectors, because otherwise I'd
550 cross Trish at and maintain 12,000, for altimeter 3018.
VATSIM is allowing me to do, the VATSIM community is basically able to help me with my navigation in a situation where I wouldn't normally be able to fly such a route. I would never have flown this route, this is not the route I filed, but this is part of the fun of VATSIM, is giving the controllers problems and letting them understand that sometimes there are issues with them.
Delta Golf 688, correct CLVR, Sierra India Echo, rest of your route remains unchanged.
Cleared direct CIL and rest of the route unchanged for the Delta Golf 68. Thank you very much for the assistance.
No problem. Skyway, Sky West 3830, wind 110 at 7, gust 17, runway 4, clear lines.
Center Delta 1312, level 8000, direct white.
Level 1312, New York Center, good afternoon. Call maintain level 240. Level 1312, New York Center, good afternoon. Call maintain level 240.
Climb maintain 240, Delta 1312.
United Nations 793, clear I can see LVOR, Sierra India Echo, rest of your route remains unchanged.
Okay, direct to CLVOR and rest of the route unchanged, United Nations 793.
Let's get the booster pumps off and get myself running back to auto lean.
Step 2, auto lean.
Right, I'm going to continue this heading for just a little while. I'm going to take a quick bio break and nip to the loo. Back in a second. Oh, this should probably tell. New York Center, Golf Tactical 688 is just leaving the cockpit for a few seconds. I'll call when back.
Golf 688, roger, thanks.
Exit 550 level 18,000.
Exit 550 to center, maintain 12,000, 12,000, Baltimore altimeter 3018.
New York Center, Golf Delta Golf 688 back with you.
Golf Delta Golf 688, roger, thanks. American 1894, contact Washington Center 133.72, clear.
133.72, American 1894, bye.
Section 550, contact Washington Center 133.72, clear.
3372, 550, got it.
Right, so at this pace we're expected to be on land, in approach no later than about 50 minutes from now, so we're making pretty good time. Much happier with that anyway, that's for sure.
1312, you're leaving my airspace. Looks like Washington Center just went offline. Radar services are terminated.
Ah, that's a rotten.
10 minutes, which is due to prove. We'll talk to you later on 1312.
That's a little disappointing, not gonna lie.
American 1561 across Lurch to maintain 14,000. Harrisburg altimeter 3019.
Cross Lurch at 14,000, American 1561.
Delta to the Golf 688, you're leaving my airspace. Washington is closed. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Thanks for the service, New York. Good day.
Thanks for flying. Take care.
Right, well that's it. I'm officially on my own now. Consequently, I am really hoping that this nav center works as advertised. I am definitely getting worried about the lack of the lack of signal I'm getting from it. Philly's open, New York's open. Boston's open. Basically everywhere is open apart from where I want to be. Which is a bit of a shame, to be perfectly honest. We can only hope that someone else will take the slot. I'm very much loving the scenery that I made. It's Ortho 4XP, I didn't make the scenery. The program Ortho 4XP did. But it is looking a little bit more, let's just say, sea-like. Okay, this is getting weird. So apparently this also is not a VOR, it's another Vortac apparently. Which is starting to get worrying. No, that's definitely coming up as a VOR DME. Not gonna lie, that's a little weird. Well, the VOR DMEs don't seem to be pointing anywhere. One 112.6 for Waterloo and 114.8 for Sea Isle. It's the weirdest thing. I don't have GPS, remember? I'm gonna fix all the systems and just double check this. I had a double radio failure there. That's incredible. So both my radios were dead. I managed to somehow break them. There's a rarity. See, when I was trying to listen for them, I should have heard nothing but static. That should have been my clue. I shouldn't have been getting any radio data, let alone distance measuring only. But, problem solved. We'll just chalk that up to one of the V-Sky Labs glitches. That, by the way, is a fucking terrifying prospect that I had a double radio failure and didn't even notice for God knows how long. Well, I'm everything's starting to work now, so we're just going to go with it. No problem, Domestus. Fly your warbirds. I may well be joining you all after this, depending on how things go and how long I spend. This is 35% of the flight done apparently, so I'm a bit invested. getting too warm to wear this hat again. First, it's got my track IR in it, so I don't really get a say in the matter. Like a pretty busy patch of sky, I gotta say. I might just PM the center guy. coverage map for the northern end of Canada is completely covered. That's really depressing. I should have just stuck to Canada. Oh well. So we're going to tune ourselves. We're going to send ourselves to the. We're going to tune ourselves to the. What's the name of this station? Nottingham. We're going to send ourselves to the Nottingham VORTAC. From there, we'll go ahead and make our landings in for Reagan. I'm hoping I can just make direct. That'd be awesome, but we'll see what the weather permits. I actually genuinely think I'll have to go all the way around the outside based on the weather conditions. That's Andrews, and DCA is just off the map. But that's just the edge of it right there. So that's a problem for future me. So from this, it's a right turn for 275. Zulu, so about half an hour, 40 minutes worth of flying yet. got plenty of time yet. Start a lazy right turn. The VOR should be somewhere over this air place here. Ah, that would be it there. That's me now starting to get needles for the second leg of the journey. So, perfect. Swing right over the airfield. There's a bit of a wind of some description here messing with us. So that's the last VOR of the leg, and then after that we are going to be making ourselves direct for the DCA VOR. Altimeter 3023, okay. Go. Now, long before I get the signal for idea where I'm doing landing wise. Given the winds are from 070, it's basically a crosswind, doesn't really matter which way I'm landing. Let's see. So I'm just going to make straight in, fuck it. ILS or localizer for runway 10, which for me is going to be the best of the bunch, considering I'm taking a runway 070 crosswind. So already getting the needle swing for perfect. So what we're just going to do though is we're going to set that to that. Russian being that that'll set me up for a fairly good angle in. Actually, do I want to do that? Landing on 04, that's the smallest crosswind I can take. It doesn't appear to be a valid runway, so that's fine. We'll do the ILS for runway 1. So to enter that one at 2,500, fine. And it's 109.9. Localizer and DME. Go. And missed approach appears to be based on the Georgetown ADF. Wow, we still have ADFs. Go. Alright, making good progress. Still on track for 1/2 hour. Times 3, 16, 24 miles. Still got a fair bit to go yet. So once I'm 24 miles from the airfield, that's when I start my descent. Fair bit of turbulence, nothing we can't handle though. Must be that's what it is. It's the wind. It's the gusty winds that I'm getting reports of. It's gonna be fun. It's a mighty bit windy, isn't it? Airfield here somewhere up ahead on the other side of the bank, and then from there what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to just fly this heading until I intercept runway 01, and that's me straight in. See the aircraft kind of shimmying about a bit, and that is just because the effects of the wind on the rudder there. So that should give you some idea as to what I'm going to be dealing with when it comes to the crosswind. 14 knots, 078. It's going to be a fun one. In fact, that's actually going to be a tailwind, which is a bit of a no-go for this, so I really need to be coming in from the opposite side. I need to be coming in runway 19. There we are, LDA. Is there an idea? Is there a ILS for runway 19? That'd be nicer. Ooh, so it's an LDA, whatever that is. This'll be fun. Localizer offset 37.5. Nope, we're not doing that. We're just going straight in. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with that. I've never ever done one of those before in my life, and I do not plan on that. This being the first time doing that on a VAT sim. I need to look up LDA approaches. As far as I can tell, you followed the glide slope but offset, and then what? Finish the landing visual. Oofed. They're obviously doing this so that you don't fly over the frickin' White House or some bullshit. I just have to be exceedingly careful, I guess. I have to say, I do like these orthographic textures. There's a few glitches like this where clearly you can see where one tile begins and one ends. But even though I've not bothered to correct them or anything like that, I have no idea how to. I don't think they've done too badly. A couple of weird glitchy parts here. Nothing I can't live with though. It's certainly worth it for panoramas like that. That's the airfield. One of the airfields. It's probably, yeah, that is Edwards in the distance. We're coming up on this. This is going to be it's not going to be the river approach that people normally do, but weather doesn't allow for it, I guess. I certainly don't feel comfortable doing it. It's going to be a full component crosswind, so there'll be no flaps for this landing. Right, so we're going to start our descent now. Washington DCA traffic, Gulf to Gulf 688 descending from 8,000 to 2,500 for the ILS-1 approach. 34 miles out and on way in.
Just head towards a ridge.
Okay, so once we pass over this, I'll continue on a little further, but it's not going to be a full 10-mile approach, I don't think. Ooh, DC, you're back up. Thank fucking God for that. Right, so I am timing.
1963's with you, flight level 300, climbing to 400, 57 miles north of Lisa.
American 1963, Washington Center, radar contact, squawk 0513.
0513, American 1963.
Washington Center, hello, Lufthansa 499 with you, flight level 330.
Lufthansa 499, Washington Center, squawk 0552.
0552, Lufthansa 499.
DC Center, Golf Delta Golf 688 with you, descending 7,000 for 2,500 for the ILS 1 for KDCA, 10 miles east of Nottingham Vortac.
I'm sorry, was that American 1 calling?
Negative, that's Golf Delta Golf 688.
Golf Delta Golf 688, Washington Center, squawk 0517 and radar contact.
0517.
Thomas Cook 773, Washington Center, radar contact, squawk 0535, the Raleigh altimeter is 29907. And the United who was calling Washington Center, what was the call sign again and position? I don't have you. I'm sorry, was it United
3234, we're inbound Bessie now, and we're descending 170.
United 3234, Washington Center, radar contact, about 5 miles east of Woodstown, flight level 200, descend via the Corey 4 arrival, LaGuardia altimeters 3027.
3027, we'll descend via the Core 4, United 3234.
Golf Delta Golf 688, let's see, for now descend and maintain 5,000, expect the, river visual runway 1 approach, the Washington altimeters 3017.
3017 and the river visual approach descending at 5,000 for Golf Delta Golf 688.
Delta 1895, descend and maintain 10,000, expedite your descent please.
We are getting the river visual. This is giving me a setup for runway 19. Okay. Well, he's the boss.
499, roger your radar contact, 20 miles northeast of Tar River, fly over 330 and report when back.
Report when back, thanks.
Thomas Cook 673, Washington Center, radar contact 6 miles east of Raleigh Durham at 1000. Golf Delta Golf 688, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000 for Golf Delta Golf 688.
Southwest 2605, I gave you terrestrial Alpha runway 10, looks like you're joining for 33 left, turn left heading to, correction, turn right heading 280, vector for the approach, maintain 5,000.
Okay, 280, no, we had pretty much a dog leg in the 28, but guy, give me the heading again for the vector.
Southwest 2605, right turn 280, maintain 5,000.
5,000, 280, Southwest 2605.
Oh, it's bumpy out here.
South, United 3234, leave my airspace, New York approach offline, and Washington Center, correction, New York Center is also closed, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
So he wants us to follow the river for runway 19, huh? Okay. So that starts from, there's Georgetown Reservoir there. It's got Fergie all the way out here. Where's that?
Anybody else checking on? Delta 1895 cross SO to maintain 8,250 knots Philadelphia, altimeter 3025. Golf Delta Golf 688, I'll have lower for you here in about 5 miles to the airport's going to be about your 1 o'clock, 2 miles. We'll report to the National Airport in sight. So 2605, turn rating 300, and just verify altitude 5,000, Baltimore altimeter 301
Yep, we're at 5,000, we'll make the right hand turn, 300, Southwest 2605.
So 2605, roger, altitude indicates 300 feet assigned altitude, just check your altimeter, Baltimore altimeter 301
Okay, we'll recycle it, showing 5105 on my screen, but we'll be on 100 and make a right hand turn.
And Washington Golf to Golf 68's got the field in sight, 1 o'clock.
Golf to Golf 688, roger, descend and maintain 3,000 and cleared River Visual runway 1 approach.
Cleared for the River 1 visual approach, Golf to Golf 688.
Thomas Cook 673, pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 3,000, stand by for the Kinston altimeter. Thomas Cook 673, pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 3,000, the altimeter is 29904. Calling Washington Center, what's the call sign position?
Can I have 3 minutes away from the seat?
147. United 147 Washington Center, you're still a little bit outside my airspace. Give me a call here in about 70 miles or so. Delta 1895, contact Philadelphia approach 128.4.
Autopilot disengaged.
Southwest 2605, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, Southwest 2605.
Golf Delta Golf 688, just verify you're descending to 3,000, show you a little high there. Altimeter at National is 3017.
3017, my mistake, I thought it was 27. Yeah, descending now for 3017, and just further, did you say I was cleared for the runway 19 or the 1?
Golf Delta Golf 688, runway 1.
Runway 1, thank you.
Who wants to step away for 3 minutes?
American 1963.
American 1963, approved as requested, report when back.
We'll call American 1963.
Thomas Cook 673, when able, advise when you have the weather at your destination airport and say approach request. Roger, do you have do you want just the visual approach, or are you looking for a certain approach at all? Actually, it looks like there is no approach, so expect the visual approach. Southwest 2305, turn left turn heading 130, intercept the runway 10 localizer.
130, intercept the load for 28, Southwest 2605.
Correction for runway 10.
So that'll be the Woodrow Wilson Bridge.
Subscript 673, when able to proceed direct to the destination airport. Advise when you have the airport in sight. Appears to be about your 1 o'clock and 30 miles. Delta 63, Lima airspace is in the northeast. New York and Boston are offline. Radar surface terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Okay, Delta 63 switching to advisory. Thanks.
Brickyard 4325, same to you. Lima airspace, Boston's offline. Change to advisory. Frequency approved. Good day.
Brickyard 4325.
Golf Delta Golf 688, the wind 090 at 20, gust 29, runway 1, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 1, Golf Delta Golf 68. That is one hell of a crab.
Lufthansa 499 right back.
Lufthansa 499, roger.
At center, Southwest 2605, Fable, we'd like to do a visual at runway 10.
Southwest 2605, affirmative. The Baltimore airport's going to be your 12 o'clock and 15 miles before the field in sight.
Okay, to call you when I have the field in sight, Southwest 2605.
Oh, this is not going to be pretty, guys.
Golf Delta Golf 688, continue down the runway, turn left at Foxtrot or Golf and taxi to the ramp via Kilo at this frequency.
Golf Delta Golf 688, stand by. Did you say that was Delta or Foxtrot?
You can turn left on Foxtrot or Golf, which is the next one, and you can taxi to the ramp via Kilo with me.
Taxi by the Kilo, thank you. Sorry, I was fighting the aircraft there, that's a hell of a wind.
Yeah, no problem, I figured that. It looks pretty nasty.
In a DC3 with a tail this big? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And center, Southwest 2605, we have the runway in sight.
Southwest 2605, clear visual approach, runway 10.
Clear to the visual, runway 10, Southwest 2605.
Tail wheel is unlocked.
Washington Center, American 1963 is back in the seat.
American 1963, Raj, thank you.
And Washington, Golf Delta Golf 688, vacated by Mike, if that's okay.
Golf Delta Golf 688, no problem. No, it's actually Mike and Kilo to the ramp.
Mike and Kilo for the ramp, Golf Delta Golf 688, thank you.
Central Aircraft Baltimore information, Alpha now current Baltimore altimeter 3019.
I can't believe I made that.
Thomas Cook 273, just confirm you're direct to the Mossville Airport. Airport's going to be your 1 to 2 o'clock at 20 miles.
So we're just going to marshal ourselves up right here at gate number 18, right next to the taxiway. It's the safest place I can find myself. That was a very, very tough landing, guys. I know I didn't exactly crash, but I didn't exactly land it neatly. I don't care. That's the fact that I didn't bend the thing over or kill the aircraft. I'm just happy with.
South 2605, 1100, 18, gust 26, runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 10, Southwest 2605.
Okay, 147, correction, 147, you're still up with me, I can pick you up down squawk 0527, ident. Okay, 127, Washington. Okay, 147, Washington. United 3234, affirmative, I terminated you a while ago, changed to advisory frequency approved.
Minus 13 feet per minute, according to the reporter. I express extreme doubt. There's no way that was right. Yeah, 0 knots? No, that's
147 wash.
Hey Cookie, you found me just in time to be at the home destination.
Comes 673, airport's 12 o'clock, 12 miles.
So, we made it just in time.
Comes 673, roger, Alpha cancel and receive, radar surface terminated, squawk 1200, change to advisory frequency approved, good day.
So gate 18. That's right where we ended up, I think.
South 2605, welcome to Baltimore, left turn, Delta, taxi, Papa, and
there doesn't seem to be a gate 19. Interesting. Unless that's like one of the out. Maybe they have the odd ones further in or something. That must be 19 there. That's fine. Ramp gate 18.
Got it, 147 Washington, yep.
There we go.
147 Washington Center, squawk 0527.
Well, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy whatever is left of your evening or your day. I'm going to log off the network, and then I'm going to let people see the replay of the landing that I have no idea how we can call that a landing, but there it is.
Yeah, 147 radar contact, 13 miles northeast of Kesselview Ward, sending out a flight level 390.
Yeah, just a little too late, Cookie. Caught us just in the landing, but no big deal, buddy. No big deal. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. So there's the runway just right there. Oh, don't worry about it, Cookie. There's going to be plenty of flights for them. There is no hurry and no worry, but if you're going to do one, I certainly am not going to be opposed to it. There was I think it was a 20 knot or a 16 knot crosswind on the runway, and none of the other runways were really suitable for me. I should have really requested 4, but I heard that that one's no longer in use, so I don't think that really would have helped, to be perfectly honest with you anyway. But, that rocking back and forth is the wind pushing the tail. So we passed the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, which is actually quite a short run in. I should have probably extended further out and got a better feel for it, but I decided not to. That's my own stupid fault, I guess, but there we have it. And at this point in time I'm supposed to be following the runway, following the river all the way in, snaking along, but I'm not doing that, no fucking way. And this supposedly is to avoid a temple and a power plant that's somewhere along this area here, but A, not modelled in X-Plane, which I'm fine with, and B, I was having no problem wobbling around as it was. So this should give you an idea of the level of crosswind I was dealing with. You can see me using the rudder and the ailerons to keep the aircraft level. Now, this really, strictly speaking, should not be something that you would do in a DC3. This would be way out of acceptable components, as you can see why. I mean, it looks like I'm about to land for the tax. I was convinced I was going to ended up on the taxiway soon with the way the runway. This was pushing. I could have gotten around at this point, but I elected instead to accept, continue, and I knew I was going to land long, but because I'm a DC3, I can get away with that to a certain extent. But I mean, I'm landing at like 30-40 degrees offset to the runway. I'm almost pointed at runway 4. So I don't really cut the throttle until I'm most certainly on the ground, which means it's more of a bounce. And even then the aircraft still wants to lift off. I'm just trundling along at this point in time, so all I'm doing is standing on the brakes and letting myself drift a bit. So it was a bit roughy, and I'm sure that some people would laugh at that a bit, but that's okay. I had it back under control and back on the runway soon enough. He originally asked for me to vacate via Kilo, which wasn't going to happen, so I ended up taking tail, I believe. But when he saw the crosswind and he looked at my plane type, he seemed to understand that I was having difficulty there. The game registered that as a 13 feet per second descent rate. I express extreme doubt at that. There's no way it was that good. But in the end, no damage, no injuries, and a plane that still remains shiny. I'm still enjoying this series. I'm going to continue it on. Right, so we've done Boston, we've done New York, and we're now in Washington. I have to continue west now. I'm not going to continue really much further south unless I have to. But that does mean, of course, that at some point in time, I'll be crossing the Appalachian Mountains, which aren't very big, but they're there. And I'll be probably flying into, let's see, might be Pittsburgh. Could maybe do Pittsburgh and start working ourselves further northwest. I do eventually want to end up at O'Hare International. Elitely, did I ever crash? During my trip around the world, that is the closest I've come to a crash. With the exception of a single kind of episode 0, if you will, where I was still getting a feel for the aircraft, and off of that sim network, I double flamed to the engines by rolling the firewall, and the fuel cut off all the way forward. But that was at the start of the leg. I restarted from Aberdeen Dice, having taken off from Aberdeen Dice like 30 minutes ago, so I'm not going to count that. Yeah, so lately, seeing as how you're asking, and you're new to my channel, I don't think I've seen you before. This is a round the world trip in the DC3 on the VATSIM network. Every flight has been on VATSIM. Some of them have been controlled, mostly the American ones, I have to say. But I've done Aberdeen to the Shetland Isles to the Faroe Islands to Reykjavik, Keflavik in Iceland, Iceland to Greenland, Greenland to Canada, Canada to Boston, Boston to JFK, JFK to the to here now in Washington DC. That's been the journey. We're going to continue these going forward. If I ever do properly crash the aircraft, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll call my attempt a failure and that's me, or if I'll maybe just carry on, or if I'll redo the leg. I don't know. We'll see. But so far that hasn't been a problem yet. That was the closest. I was so convinced that towards the end I was going to bail it, but as it was, I just ended up slightly off the runway by the end of it. But having looked at the weather report for DC, I probably was way outside maximums, except what I would consider safe, to be honest. Let's see, METAR for KDCA, that's the wrong thing. KDCA. Winds 20, gusting to 29 from 090. There wasn't a single runway on that I was going to be happy with, so I don't know what these landing recording at -8 and -13 is. I'm already on the ground, so I don't know where that's come from. It's clearly not correct, but so there's where it goes. But there you have it. There's the plan. We'll see you all sometime after now, and I do hope you enjoy what's left of the stream, such as it's been. And Quattro Porsche, Hetman Z, and Elitely, all thank you very much for the follow. I didn't get a notification, which is really annoying, so we'll just have to deal with it. Sorry about that for the belated calls, but thank you very much for the time. We'll see you soon.